Hi, I'm Jim Blair, one of the maintainers of Zuul. I'm here to show you some special features of Zuul when it's used with Gerrit. Zuul works with several code review systems, but Gerrit has some nice features for projects that span repositories. To illustrate this, I've prepared a simple example, a client-server-based calculator. Let's take a look. First, we'll take a look at the calculator server. It's a simple Go application. As you can see, it has a REST endpoint called add, which calls a single function that adds the two operands together and returns the result. Let's take a look at the client. It's also a simple Go application. It takes two operands, in this case 1 and 4, and sends them to our add endpoint. It then prints the response to standard output. There's a third repository in this example, and that contains our test script. It's a simple bash script that builds the server, runs it in the background, and then runs the client. Let's make sure it works. 1 plus 4 is in fact 5. Now we're going to make a simultaneous change to both the client and the server at the same time. We're going to add multiplication support to the server, and we're going to update the client to perform a multiplication operation. We'll make both of these changes simultaneously, and we'll expect our test script to test both of them at the same time. First, we'll add our multiply function to the server. And then we'll add an endpoint for it. After doing that, we'll go to our client. And we'll update it to use different operands this time. We'll multiply 2 by 4, and then update it to use the multiply endpoint. With these changes done, we'll make a git commit to our client and push it up for code review. Now we're going to send it to Gerrit with a topic called multiply. Then we're going to switch over to the server, make a similar git commit, and send it to Gerrit with the same topic. If we take a look at Zuul, we can see that it's running tests for the changes that we just uploaded. If we take a look at Gerrit, we can see both of those changes have appeared, and Zuul has reported on both of them. You'll notice that one of them has passed its tests while the other one has failed. That's because the tests for the first change that we uploaded, the client, was run without the benefit of the change to the server. In other words, we were calling a multiply function that hadn't been defined yet. If we leave a comment on the change, we can tell Zuul to run the tests again now that both changes have been uploaded. Because we uploaded both changes with the same topic, the multiply topic, Zuul will know to check out both of those changes when it runs tests. If we switch back to Gerrit and reload the page, we can see that Zuul has updated its vote and verified the change. Let's take a look at our topic again. Both changes have now passed their initial tests. Zuul isn't just a CI system, it's a project gating system. So if we finish our code review and tell it that we approve of the change, then Zuul will automatically enqueue both of these changes into a merge pipeline. The gate pipeline now has changes to both the calculator client and the calculator server enqueued into it. Again, these changes are being tested together, and only if they both pass will they both merge. Another neat optimization that Zuul is doing here is that it has detected that it's running the same job for both changes. Because of that, it's actually only running one copy of this test job. You can see that the progress bar is moving in tandem for both changes. Now that the build is complete, we can see that the test job for both changes has succeeded, and if we take a look at the output, we can see that it's exactly as we expect. And then finally, if we switch back to Gerrit and look at our topic, we can see that Zuul has merged both changes simultaneously. Using topics with Gerrit, along with Zuul's support for bidirectional dependencies, means that you can merge changes to multiple repositories simultaneously. It's a great tool for projects that span repositories, and it provides a great alternative to using monorepos. If you'd like to learn more about Zuul, you can visit zuul-ci.org, or you can contact me at acmegating.com.